Well, hey there team, welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Void Bastards. So, this is an absolute slapper of a game. I've had a look at it a couple of times in the past, and you know what? It's 2021, I want to have a look at it again, because this is one of my personal favorites. Look at this art style. Yeah, well, you know I have like a sort of a pulp comic theme going on with this channel, so I love that this is sort of very heavy, leaning into the sort of comic style. So Void Bastards is done by Blue Man Chew, who is a developer that also did one of my favorite games of all time, Card Hunter. If you've never heard of that, go and check it out on Steam. I will take every moment I can to promote that game. It's free to play, it costs nothing, and it's very much like a game that we covered recently called Trials of Fire. Well, I don't want to say ripping it off, it's aping on it quite a bit. Anyway, Card Hunter, fantastic game. Very much Dungeons & Dragons inspired, turn-based game, free to play. You build your character's deck of cards that they can use out of the gear that they equip. You should go and check that out. Actually, just while I'm ranting about that really quickly, they've actually associated a new developer to caretake that game, so it's going to start getting new content, which is great because it's a couple of years old and it was basically sort of, well, not dead, but finished. Anyway, so back to this. This was their second game, their follow-up, Void Bastards. This is a first-person cell-shaded rogue-like. Well, rogue-lite because it's got meta progression. You essentially move from shipwreck to shipwreck, which you could probably envision from a roguelike, and you search for parts to buy better guns and upgrade your equipment. There is actually quite a lot of gear in your kit, something like Doom or whatever, because it is a first-person shooter. So you're building all these guns over time with essentially the rewards from these ships. But the ships are fascinating because you have to go through, you have to monitor your oxygen, you have to fight the bad guys, you have to turn off and on security and power, get maps from the bridge to be able to check out where the loot is. It's actually a really good sort of ship scavenging game with some very, very British humour to boot. Anyway, let's go. New game. Normal difficulty. Enable the Bang Tidy DLC. Yes. Iron Man. No. Can I even turn that on? No. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go. Let's get into it.
No being hell. Void Ark didn't pass his bloody checkpoint.
Well, file a 61p to head office. Unfulfilled delivery of resources.
If it's in the Sargasso Nebula, clients have all been lost anyway, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Let's log off.
How good is this comic framing? Get rat ass. Oh my god. Shame Gary's not here, he'd be lapping this up. Sargasso Nebula, 283 light years away.
Whoops-a-daisy. It looks like you've run out of bullets. Ammunition requests can be filed at the Void Ark.
Wow, the sensitivity on this is through the roof. Hang on. Controller? No. Mouse. Sensitivity, that's probably...
Suspicion will be lifted when you obtain the line printer, or in the event of your death.
Alright. Oh, I'm not allowed in there? Okay, that's fine. So this is going to serve as a tutorial. Right-click white panel to unlock. Oh, is right-click like use? Ah, I always press E. E works as well. How cool is this?
Did you know?
Reminds me of Hermes from Futurama. And the bureaucracy that he works at. Press tab to open map. Cool. So like there's the helm, you know, FTL drive back there. So the ships generally have a pretty sensible layout.
OH&S regulations require you to avoid being incinerated by gunpoints.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Having trouble locating items? Why not use your local mapping device?
Am I supposed to be... Oh, hang on. Yeah. I'm not supposed to be going to the helm, I'm supposed to be getting the gear that's in here. You can see it on the map. There we go. Scriber. Oh, right-clicking so much better.
I'll be sure to note this requisition of a line printer in your
So generally speaking, that's you'll have to get specific loot from the ship
Steve is now recommended.
and extract. But a lot of it will be like loot that you've kind of chosen for the like weapon that you're trying to build or upgrade.
FYI, a vessel associated with dangerous occurrences is approaching. Might I suggest a rapid evacuation?
Let's go.
Addendum. The vessel is docked and dangerous occurrences.
So you can. This is like a hard lock the door. You can pay tickets. Ah, pirates. So it's a bit of a Dark Souls opening, right? You have to die.
Return to the Void Ark is now possible. Note to self. Issue more bullets to replacement client.
And the idea is you're this sort of disposable criminal that they just rinse and repeat. How cool is this, man?
Client expired. Discarding unregistered acquisitions. Retrieving loaned weapons.
Steve cleared for return to Void Ark.
This is so beautiful, eh? I like that the backpack has little arms and it's filling out paperwork because it's got that whole. What's this British series? A Hitchhiker's Guide. You know how they have that whole bureaucratic humor bent to it? It seems to have that in this as well. Just every step of the way is bureaucracy.
OH&S violations have resulted in a premature end-of-life situation. Recruiting replacement client.
He's like a bag of noodles.
WCG client care package.
There you go, so you get a bit of fuel and food. Cool. And just add water.
You have been selected to assist with an emergency staff turnover. Welcome to your induction seminar. Unauthorized persons have boarded this vessel and rendered it inoperative.
And the backpack attaches on.
Restart the FTL drive. Okay, I need to see your citizen card to authorize the restart. Whoops. As a WCG penal client, your citizen card has been shredded.
Oops.
Don't worry, you'll find parts to construct another one from on nearby vessels.
The parts you need are a line printer and an ID card.
Yeah. Appropriately terrified and confused. He definitely looks that way. Yeah, so you got the workbench built into your little ship, and this is where, you know, the tech trees that you unlock everything. So at the moment they want us to make this a citizen card, and you can see ID card and line printer. I think you can get a tracker later on.
Valued client, please follow the bouncing arrow to the line printer.
Yeah, so that's what we're working our way toward, but you can see here, these are the ships that we have to pass along. Now the game moves you from left to the right in a progression style, but also top to bottom is a difficulty scale too, so the deeper you go, like you can see these little ladders down here, that's like a tier threshold where you cross into harder territory. So it tells you the enemies that spawn and how many. Screws you don't fight them, they're like Ed 209, you know. Buzzbox to build a bushwhacker, right? And it tells you what you can get. Vaults are a type of, it's not on this screen, but they're like a crafting mat, essentially. You can choose to eat food, rest to use up your little food here. which you only have limited amounts, but that will help recover your health because your health doesn't auto-recover. Or you can jet and burn one food. You're forced to eat one food when you move anyway, so it's almost a waste for us here, but that's so it goes.
Did you notice that there's a
So you can see we're out of fuel now.
Requisitioning it would not be substantively illegal.
Right. So we need fuel as well from this ship, right? I'm sure the game will address that. And then we equip whatever weapons we want. But there's going to be a couple of different slots. So we might have 5 different weapons here, but we can only take one. And ammo is kind of scarce as well. So it gives us a bit of a layout going in, right? Objective, fuel. Fuel will pretty much exclusively be found in the FTL, right? Good source of fuel, right? A buzz box as well. So what a good actions on is if we load in, there's no power on this map because it's kind of a training map, I suppose. But what we'd want to do is load in and map our way up to the helm to get to this scanner that shows you where the loot locations are, and then you can go and actively hunt down your objectives. So usually first stop is the helm, unless the ship needs to be powered up, in which case you want to hit the generator. So yeah, off we go.
Warning. The nebula has caused citizens to assume irregular
But you can see
forms.
when you're in a room in
I'm sure
proximity.
no one would blame you for murdering them.
When you're in a room in proximity, you can actually see where the loot is in the mini-map, the little star that showed up.
This WCG worker is
Oh, he sees us.
known as a screw. Given your capabilities, an attempt to murder him would almost certainly fail.
100% agree. Terrible idea. Alright, download data. Now, usually this is like a +1, an upgraded version of whatever the ability is.
Downloaded at the
So we can download enemy locations, but we have to spend the game's meta currency, and we want to avoid that if we can help it. But now, you can see on the map, loot, fuel, there's the actual part that we need, so it shows you all the cool bits and bobs that are in the game. Now, we might actually be able to kill that dude. We can kill this dude, definitely.
good job. The Steve needs fuel.
Launch him into space, but that's a good way to deal with those more heavy-duty guys, is to send them out the airlock. My dude's coughing intermittently because one of his starting traits, because your prisoner is random. This first prisoner's not random. I think he's set. I think he's set no matter what. How do we pull it up? Does it show? Here you go, bio. His negative trait is smoker, and he randomly coughs, which alerts enemies. So it's harder to stealth with this dude. That's why he's intermittently coughing. But as you die and replace, you can get guys with dwarfism, so you're forced down into low perspective. I think you might even be able to get colorblind guys that forces the game into black and white. So it's that sort of thing. It's sort of like Rogue Legacy, I suppose. And here you go. Here's a shortcut between areas. God, he's loud, isn't he? I figure if we just be fast about it, we're going to be laughing. So I love this game. There, so we got some fuel.
Return to the Steve now, before you're killed or asphyxiated.
Yeah, we should have an oxygen timer on the screen somewhere as well. Yeah, at the top and center. And you can refill it at the Atmo room, right? There's an O2 sort of terminal. Though we're zipping along, so it's not really that big a deal. And then out we go. And that's how it goes. This game is fantastic. So there we go. These are some crafting mats. We got some fuel and food. We just stole all that in our inventory. Recycle the bits. Yeah, see, vaults is what it was saying there was a lot of. And now we can build a bushwhacker out of that.
No doubt you were wondering, what happens when I die? Don't worry,
Other clients will make good use of any items you've constructed.
Oh, wonderful. So essentially all your unlocks carry over from dude to dude. You got parts here as well. So there's more complicated parts that you have to build or can build to then, you know, you use these materials to build them to unlock other things. And yeah, extra upgrades. I think that's DLC from which we've got activated.
Why is this nebula a desolate void filled with derelict vessels? Unauthorized persons have boarded these vessels and requisitioned parts from them in an unauthorized fashion.
So this is like a medical ship, essentially. You can see there, med terminal. So that can be quite handy. We're on a lot of health anyway, but say, you know, you could tactically go to this ship because you specifically want to go to the med terminal to restore health, right? Build spiker. That's kind of cool. What else we got here? Therapy, I think, is a really cool thing. It's a machine where we could potentially get rid of the smoker trait, or we could actually add new traits onto the character as well. So it's a way to, in most roguelikes, right, you generally get these augmentable passive traits to your character. This is kind of the way to do it, right? In this game. Bullets, zap charges, slag, can build a stapler, and then over here, tons of all materials because it's a luxury liner. It's huge. Fast whacker, zapper. To be honest, I would rather hit the gene clinic. Therapy brig. So, and there you go. If you eat one, you could eat one food if you wanted to rest. Oh, it tells you how much health you're going to gain. And 16 is because that's all that we've got available anyway. So we'll jet. But if you do end up with an excess of food, you can kind of just sit still and heal. Likewise, you don't have to board here. Like, we could zip past if we want as well, which is kind of unusual for a roguelike, right? You don't have to stop at every single stop. Gene Twister, randomize a trait. So if we go there, we can get a random trait. That's kind of cool. But no, I actually want to go in and check out the therapy area. We're going to take the bushwhacker with us. Got some tourists and juves. And I guess off we go. The bushwhacker is essentially a timed bomb, I think. Or is it a proximity bomb? I can't remember. There's the gene clinic right next to us. There's a power generator. Restores power, but we don't actually know if there's going to be power or not, so we'll see how we go. Yeah, everything's powered because all the lights are on. So we're going to want to hang a left. These guys detonate, and they can actually do a shitload of damage. Woo! The way they... You call me a dickbag. Remind me of Limmy, these blokes. There you go, we killed him. Next to him. Look at all their goobers. Where is it? You can see on the map, it's showing me where loot is. There's some loot that doesn't show up, I think like sandwiches or stuff. And then here's the actual gene machine. And it'll give us a couple of choices. Remove smoker, add eagle eye, can see loose items on the layout map. That's really good. 25% chance to not consume food when moving or resting. That's really good as well, right? But I want that. I want the eagle eye one. Now, if we pay the meta currency, I think we can reset the machine. It's very expensive, but I think it's worth it. Now, remove smoker. Replace eagle eye with jammy bludger. Break rooms always have a biscuit. I don't want to replace things. Can add authoritative. Can authorize in half the time. Let's remove smoker. So that's really expensive, but you just got to be careful because you're investing in the dude that if he dies, you're going to lose all those bonuses. So I think that's no good. There's a security turret there. This is a security room. They're really strong. Yeah, it is oh, it did blow up. It must have turned the turret or something. Okay, that's cool. I was wondering why it wouldn't detonate. So you can actually go into security and you can temporarily shut down security for 45 seconds, or you can pay the extra money to permanently shut it down. I'm of the mind of, let's just leave it on and save our money. Alright, here's the helm thing. So that should give us an idea. There we go, what we need is actually in the FTL. So we could go around and be anal about all the bits and bobs, which is always pretty cool, but there's no need to get too stuck down. I suppose, you know, I shit can people that play Skyrim and they... Oh god, I'm missing. And they collect like every wooden spoon in a dungeon. They'd probably delight in this game. That's where enemies spawn from, so they are infinite. Oh, can we not get through? Oh, we can. So I think as a rule, it's probably good to like just loot stuff as you go. It is pretty quick and easy. The recycler's interesting because you can actually... well, I can't remember specifically how it works. Deposit 1 coin. Deposit.
Asphyxiation. You can requisition supplementary oxygen in Atmo modules.
Oh, there you go. You can sell, deposit whole card, get 5 merits. Ah, right. So you can sell the crafting mats for money, or you can collect the mats. Yeah, okay. I guess there's an argument for that. At the moment, I'd probably rather hold the mats, but like the money is kind of hard to come by as well. So anyway, see, he hurt me from back there. All right, I think we've got the actual part. Let's just continue the lap. So this is the power. I don't think you can turn power off. Yeah, once it's either on or off. This is to scrub if you get irradiated, which we haven't been.
Instructions promptly. Failure to comply will result in dehydration.
Oops. Fuck. That hurt a bit. This, look at this, drink tea. Triple damage while you're caffeinated. Alright, and then we're back to the ship. I reckon we can squeeze another run in. So this is a game I would absolutely gladly stream, I think. Recycle. So we have no bio. There you go, can make the stapler, which is sort of bit of a big bloody railroad gun, like a nail gun.
Exciting. Your KPIs are really trending up.
Yeah, good. What we really want is the part locator, because you can turn that on to find specific bits to build specific things. What does that need? A glow bulb. If we had 3 bio and 1 more plas, we could build it. Okay, so that's interesting. Tons of stuff. All materials. Is security deactivated? That's pretty handy. But I might actually hit this. 2 luxury liners. That's cool. Tons of materials and huge. Oh, so that's a luxury cruise ship. And that's a luxury hotel liner. So this is even bigger, I guess. Yeah, let's go. Gain 25 health. 340 health. I reckon we could do it in 340 health. I'll take the stapler. Let's go. The screws have me a bit worried. They're a problem, but we'll be alright. We'll be alright. So there is a menu called extra parts, and what that is, Jesus, look how big this is. The helm's right next to us, thank God. The thing with the extra parts is, oh no, this is a shotgun, isn't it? It is. Okay, oh shit. There's a security thing right there. Extra parts is just DLC stuff. It just happens to be in a different menu. Look at this. There it is there. Oh, there's another part there as well. Wait. But like all the shit, like this is obviously recognizably a luxury cruise liner ship too. So like all the different, I guess you could call them biomes, right? Are very distinctly and like distinct and recognizable. Oh wow, look at this. Unlock that. Yeah, let's go. Ooh, wait, was that the part I was looking for? It was too. So we got to be careful. I don't remember that being a thing. You got to make sure that you've got enough money to actually open specific boxes. Who's tap it? Oh, slipped in oil. It's making me scoot around. You can see it on the corner of my screen, the visual indicator. Oh my god, this is a pain. That's kind of cool, eh? Big bloody payday now, eh? We'll hit up the fuel area because, you know, we could use it. Void the oil. Oh. Where's the, Power's on, we're just getting flickering lights. Oh! Can ya? No, you can't. Where's the, Oh wait, he dropped some loot when he got blown up.
Oxygen at 50%.
Oh, that's right. We'll have to keep an eye on that. That's right. Don't worry about it. Wasn't there a guy in here? Interesting. Unlock for 25 merits. I can't afford that. Where is he? So you can see you don't really get XP or anything from killing these dudes. which I kind of think is cool. So progression's not measured in the fighting, which is a great way to incentivize someone to, say, stealth or something. Oh, there is no oxygen refill on this ship. So what's that give us? 3 minutes? Let's be quick about it then, eh? I can hear a screw stomping around out there. Oh wow, that was just straight up cash. Where is the, oh, I have got everything. Shit. Shit. We don't want to fight him. There's probably still a turret there as well. I think we got him to... Fuck, problem. See how strong he is? New plan. 1 minute 20. Oh, oil. God damn this bloody oil. Oh my goodness, that got a bit intense at the end. Oh, I got a finger. Nice. Look at that, so much stuff. Perfect. Build the zapper. Against, effective against mechanical dudes.
WCG rewards proactive work. I'm making a note for your parole hearing.
Thank you. But we probably have enough parts to build some bits and pieces, which would be really handy to then build more of this stuff too. Anyway, there you go, Void Bastards, one of my favorite roguelikes. It's so good, it's just well packaged, well polished, and very compelling, and it has the magical ingredient, which is it makes you want to just keep going one more, which I think is not part and parcel, but it's sort of key to making a roguelike work. But yeah, let us know what you reckon. Let us know if you want to see more. There's a fair chance that I put this at least on the stream list, because I really, really like this game and I'd like to stream some. Anyway, team, I might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.